Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFS Mastermind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for stopping by, clicking on my video. I appreciate the love, man. We're about to go ahead and get into my top 5 picks. As you see on the screen, some of them look a little iffy. I'm going to break down a few of these guys, 2 of them especially, and those are my cheap value guys. But hopefully y'all got to the green line yesterday. Myself personally, I did. I had a very nice bounce back night. The previous night, though, when I suggested Jokic, he went out and got 28 points, man. That was terrible. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter. Joe Harris let me down a little bit, and I think Joe Harris is in a good spot tonight as well. But I went right back to Jokic on yesterday's slate, and he came through with the 60 burger for your boy, man. Very good game. He finally got the scoring. He got the ball to go down, man. He was hitting some threes. He was scoring the ball, man, and he was in a very good spot. So I kept going back to him. I always like to double back with people I think are in good situations. Like if I think somebody's role is the same, it hasn't changed, and they let me down one night, I'm going to run it back most nights, man. Like tonight, I'm very high on Marcus Smart. He let me down a few days ago. I'm going right back to him. You know, you have to do that, man. Well, you don't have to. It may be a little stupid on my part, but I look at it like these guys owe me money. If I know their role hasn't changed, they're going to see the minutes, and they just had a bad off night, a shooting night, I'm going to go right back to them, man. As long as they're putting up the shots on the court, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. Sometimes people have foul trouble and they can't play as aggressive as they like. There's a ton of different options. But anyway, enough of that, man. We're not going to focus on the past. We're about to go ahead and look at today's 5-game slate. As you see my top 5 picks on the screen, I got Malik Monk. We're going right back to him, man. We know he's going to play the backup minutes for Kemba Walker. We know that Brooklyn is the worst team on the slate at guarding the point guard and the center. So a little Dwight Howard love, maybe a little Cody Zeller, a little Kaminsky. I know you guys will get creative with some of your lineups, but the guy I'm getting creative with, I know he'll be low on, is going to be Malik Monk. One thing that I really, truly love about this guy is he's not afraid to shoot the ball, man. And he's going to start, like he's going to have a blow-up game. I promise you guys, he is going to have a game where he scores like 20 real points. And at this cheap price tag, it'll really separate me. And I really like him tonight, man. I think Charlotte should be able to take care of business at home going up against Brooklyn. I never try to predict blowouts, but I think he could be in a situation where he could get a little extra run. So I'm definitely down with Malik Monk. He's going to be my top point guard on this 5-game slate, coming in at bare minimum price. Realistically, if we're doing the 5x rule, like if you're playing cash games and you're doing the 5x rule, he only needs 15 points. So I think he's good for that. I'm gonna go ahead and lock him in. He reached that value last game, so that's something to think about. Then moving on, man, I got Klay Thompson. I know he's like the stepchild, man. Nobody likes to play Klay, but he's due for an explosive game. He really is. And if you look at his price tag, he'll need around 30 points to hit value. Most nights, he's going to reach that floor for you. He's not going to burn you, but I think in this matchup, he will have a little upside. Ever since Popovich started Patty Mills at the 2, it has been free lunch, man. It has been free cake. People are eating up against him. I really love this last game on the slate, the late night hammer. I know everybody will be in love with the OKC, and I'm thinking about fading Westbrook, man. Y'all know I typically go ahead and play him, but tonight I think I'm going a different direction. I'm going to go with some of these other games and just rack up on mid-tier studs. I'm not going to spend $12,000 for a player, and the team is at home. Last time they beat them by 10 points on the road. I try to never predict blowouts. I got to stress that. But I'm a just go a different direction tonight, man. That's my game plan. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna stick with it, man. I do the one lineup, so I'm running it out there. No Westbrook. I'm nervous. I'm honestly nervous, but for him to realistically hurt me, for me not to be able to cash, he's going to absolutely have to get into the 70s, maybe 80 points, man, with his ownership percentage for him to really crush me. So I'm willing to fade him on tonight's slate. But anyways, I like Klay Thompson going up against Patty Mills' defense. When Green comes in, he will be a lot more solid on the defensive end. But I believe by that time, Klay Thompson will already be in a groove, and he'll be able to get me to my 30 points that I need out of him. Next, as you see, Corey Brewer. He plays for the OKC Thunder. I don't even know if y'all know that, but I want to put that out there. Corey Brewer is a guy that I'm going to in this fast-paced game. I have to get some exposure to this game, and I think he's going to take over that spot where Hustis and Abrinas and Ferguson, all of these guys that keep switching in and out. I think Corey Brewer will eventually get that starting role. This will be his third game on the team. In his past 2 games, minutes are going up. He is almost bare minimum price. In a fast-paced game, I'm willing to look at some bench guys. So I'm definitely not afraid of Corey Brewer in this situation. Going up against Phoenix, I want to go ahead and lock him in. I think he's a free square, man. If he's going to see 20-plus minutes, if he's going to even see 20 minutes, I think he's solid gold, man. So I want to go ahead and lock him in. And then these last 2 plays, they shouldn't be that difficult to understand. I got Mr. LaMarcus Aldridge and Draymond Green. The reason I have these 2 guys, Paul Gasol is going to be out for San Antonio. And then for the Golden State Warriors, we have no David West. We have no Jordan Bell. We have no, I think I'm missing one more guy from Golden State. Oh, no Iguodala. That means there is going to be some minutes opening up for the Warriors. And I think Draymond Green is that versatile piece. He can play so many different roles for this team. So I think he'll see a ton of minutes in this game. I think this game stays competitive. It's a late night hammer. I love both these guys' skill sets. So I want to go ahead and lock them in. I know they're not value plays, but these are 2 guys that I'm willing to run out there. The last value play I got for you is going to be Marcus Smart. I know it's ugly. I know his price went up after a terrible game, but I promise you he will have a bounce back game. Games like this is where you want to attack with Marcus Smart. Going up against a bad defense and Andrew Wiggins, he is going to feast, man. I absolutely love him tonight. He's going to be in my lineup. Besides that, y'all, I think that's it for me, man. Westbrook, I just need him to stay. I just need Westbrook to stay in the 60s, man. If he gets that, I'm cool, man. But yeah, man, there's a lot of options on this slate. I want y'all to make sure y'all do y'all's research. Stay up on the news, and then we about to cash out. We gonna get to the green line, and I want y'all to bless up, man. Let's get it.